Public Works.
It is now 7 o'clock. We will be beginning the meeting for the Board of Mayor and Aldermen for November 5th, 2013. This is our regular meeting. Everyone is present. Tonight I will have the prayer, and the Pledge of Allegiance will be by Vice Mayor Farmer. If everyone would please stand. Dear gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and the many blessings that you have bestowed on us, this city, and everyone in here. Be with us, Lord, as we go forward. Be with this board as we make decisions to make the city a better place for all of us. Be with our new officers. Be with our men and women that are fighting every day for our freedoms here. Be with each and every person here. Be with them as they perform their duties to serve these citizens of Laverne. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everyone here tonight. I love seeing this room full. We will get right down to business because I know a lot of you are excited about some of the festivities we're going to be taking part in here in a few minutes. First of all, we do need to approve the minutes for October 1, 2013, public hearing and regular meeting. Do I have a motion to approve or to deny?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Departmental reports. Fire Department.
Mayor, Alderman, for the month of October 2013, we had a total of 154 calls. Consisted of 2 structure fires, 23 fire alarms, 4 hazardous materials calls, 29 motor vehicle accidents, 77 medical calls, 10 emergency miscellaneous calls, and 9 non-emergency miscellaneous calls. The average response time for the month of October 2013 was 3.3 minutes, and total water consumption for the same month was 15,650 gallons. Any questions?
Any questions? Thank you. Good to have you back. Police Department.
Mayor, Alderman, Vice Mayor, good evening. You've got the report in front of you. One of the things that you will notice from the year-to-date numbers are that the total calls for service have dropped slightly, and on that year-to-date, which is actually the second one down, second report down from this one, you'll see that there are increases in some good things and decreases in some bad things. So overall, it looks pretty good. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have concerning the report.
Any questions?
We also have a young man here with us tonight, and we'll get on into that a little bit later. He's being real good right now, and matter of fact, I wish I could join him over there. He's laying down resting, but he doesn't do that very often, so you don't get to see him laying down much. One of the things that you'll be seeing and hearing a lot more about is our Christmas for our kids and seniors, and the media release went out, I believe, this afternoon. So you should be seeing and hearing a little bit more about that, but I want to remind all of our citizens that we will be collecting again, both monetary donations, toys, etc., and we'll be gathering information concerning even clothing for various families throughout the community. And also we'll be working with our seniors too, for those who have nobody to make this a pleasant and happy time of year for them, and we'll be there for them as well, which is just a part of what we all do here as city employees. Everybody joins together, and it's a group effort. It's not just the FOP or the police department. It's everybody here, and has been at least for the last 2 years that I'm aware of anyway, since I've been here. Any questions or issues of any top, I'll be glad to answer or respond. If not, then I'll shut up and sit down.
Any questions?
Who's laughing?
I think it's your crew, Chief. Thank you, Chief. Rescue?
Mayor, Vice Mayor, apologize about the report not being here, but evidently there was a communication glitch and just didn't make it. We had 17 motor vehicle accidents, 62 others, which would be standbys there at the building, 4 business meetings, 4 training events, 6 public relations, 6 fundraisers and maintenance issues. Total of 99 calls. Total miles was 10,446. Total man hours was 2,341 man hours. Any questions?
Any questions?
And we do have a ham breakfast this Saturday. Hope to see everyone there.
Thank you. Codes.
Evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Aldermen. The monthly report for October is as follows. Single-family dwellings had 6 permits this month, 3 miscellaneous permits, 2 sign permits. Other permits to include additions and remodels were 6. Total number of permits this month were 17. Valuation was $1.5 million investments. Single-family dwellings, there were 8 plumbing permits. Mechanical permits, there were 8 single-family dwelling permits for mechanicals. Complaints called in, there were 103 tall grass, 24 junk cars in the yard, 49 other. Total of 73 building inspections performed this month. The fire inspections this month were 16, for a total of 175 year-to-date. Total number of single-family permits issued year-to-date were 37. Same time period last year was 40. Total number of permits year-to-date included 284 altogether. Any questions?
Questions? Thank you, Randall.
Thank you.
Parks and Recreation.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, Alderman. We had a busy month this past month in the park. We had 12,868 visitors. We had our Trail of Treats a couple weeks ago, which I thought was very successful. We kept it contained to around Pavilion 8. It was a really good crowd there. We were estimating between 1,000 and 1,500 children and patrons showed up for that. And I would like to thank the mayor for sticking up to her end of the bargain on the Alabama UT game. Thank you, Mayor. That was very admirable of you to wear that shirt. I appreciate it, Chief.
It was hard.
Put your gun away, Chief. I knew you had something like that. We're renovating our adult baseball field back here behind City Hall, and I'd say it's about 80% done, and already it looks fantastic. If y'all haven't seen it, take a ride back and get a look at it. It looks really good. Fall ball finished up on Saturday. Small season, but very successful. Almost 0 incidents. All the kids were happy. Parents were happy. It was a really good season due to some fantastic volunteers that we'll get into later on. Don't forget, we have a Veterans Day ceremony coming up on Monday. It will be held back here behind City Hall at the gazebo at 11:11. If anybody would, I hope to see everybody there for that. That's going to be a nice ceremony. And our senior citizens have a seniors trip to Harrah's next Wednesday. Looking for a couple of chaperones if anybody's interested in going. It's always a good time. You can ask Donna, she can tell you it's a lot of fun. But other than that, that's all I have. Any questions?
And we do want the public to know they are welcome to come out Monday
Absolutely.
at 11:11 to have our veterans ceremony. Please, everyone come out that can come. Any questions? Thanks, Stacey.
Okay.
Finance Department.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Alderman. Tonight's financial report represents the financial data up through the end of September, which is we're ending our first quarter of our fiscal year. For the general fund, expenditures have exceeded revenues by approximately $2.2 million. Local sales tax, we've collected approximately $1,040,000. That's $65,000 better than what we budgeted and $44,000 better than this time last year. State Street Aid, expenses have exceeded revenues by approximately $639,000. Stormwater, revenues have exceeded expenditures by approximately $115,000. In our water sewer fund, revenues have exceeded expenditures by approximately $458,000. Second page represents our balances in our various bank accounts. And on the third page is a comparison to prior year. For the general fund, expenses have exceeded revenues by $448,000. And in the water sewer fund, expenses have exceeded revenues by approximately $413,000. Any questions?
Any questions? Thanks, Phyllis. Thank you. Library.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, Aldermen, good evening. For the month of October, 9,774 items were checked out. There were 9,503 visitors in the library with a daily average of 352. We issued 269 new cards, and the library presented 63 programs with an attendance of 3,500 children, teens, and adults. And total computer usage was 3,331. It's been a busy month at the library. Gross Grub continues to be a popular program each October, and the library really appreciates Officer Cherie Robertson and the police department for coming out, giving out trick-or-treat bags, and providing tips on how to be safe during trick-or-treating. And the annual Parks and Recreation Trail of Treats also provided the library an opportunity to get information out about the library in a really fun and family-oriented environment. And several families came to the library in the following week to get library cards. The library is now preparing for our fall book sale. The sale will be Friday, November 15th from 12 noon until 4 p.m. and Saturday, November 16th from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. This is the first year we're doing a 2-day book sale. We're going to try that out. And the sale will include donated books, DVDs, videos, audiobooks, and music CDs. And any information that you need on our programs or our events can be found on our city website and also on our library Facebook page. Do you have any questions?
Good job.
Thank you.
Water treatment.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Alderman, Bruce. We have as our summary of the month of September of this year, and I'll just hit on a couple of highlights there. Our issues, we produced or put into treatments a little over 74 million gallons of water for the city. We recovered close to 5 million of that from the waste and reclaimed through the membrane unit, saving a little over $9,000 from metro fees. Under noteworthy events, that's the big highlight of my report this month. Found out I'm going to be grandfather again come June of this year, my daughter's second baby. Flushing, we hit a total of 24 sites. What we're doing in between our regular schedule is kind of equalizing. We test 30 different zones in the city each month, and we kind of go out and flush them, freshen the water, regulate the chlorine, and all the other issues that it might come up. Our maintenance for September was really low. It's a little over $650, which brought our total for the close of September to a balance of a little under $28,000. Technical issues, we had 9 quality calls, 6 were pressure, 1 was taste and odor. And at our plant, we had 10 hours of safety training this month for our employees. Miscellaneous. Construction was going really slow during September. They were kind of on that break that was ending of summer. We didn't want to have the plant down in the critical time for water demand. So it's going well. We've still got half the plant shut down, dealing with the other issues that we're finding as it goes on, but not hitting any big snags in it as far as production. It's just coming along. That's about all I have.
Any questions? Thank you. Public Works.
Good
Good afternoon, Mayor and Alderman. This is for the month of October. We had a total of 659 chipper pickups with 38 loads, with that being almost 100 tons. We picked up over the all over the city. It's not slowing down any. We had a total of weed eating 384 hours with 326 man hours in mowing the grass, which I think maybe one more time, or some of it, just the end of it. We're getting ready for the winter, getting our trucks ready. No special projects. We had 34 hours overtime. In the fleet department, we had 120 total repairs, with 15 of them major and 30 of them minor. We had 16 oil changes in-house, 10 at Valvoline, which is still the police cars. We do have the staggering hours on the mechanics. We have one that comes in at 6:30. We have one that comes in at 9, and he stays till 5:30 for the police department and stuff if they need anything of the afternoon. Other than that, getting ready maybe next week to try to get all the Christmas lights put up and start on that. So,
That time of year.
Any questions?
So fast. Questions so fast. Thank you, Bob.
I'm Mr. Dietz tonight, too.
You're going to be Michael, too? Okay.
Michael's in school. He's
Yes.
taking the water distribution test, or he's doing the cramp session this week, and he'll be taking it Thursday. So I told him I'd rather him be studying than being here.
Absolutely.
But for the month of October, sewer department had a total of 111 work orders, for 23 in the pump stations and 54.7 on grinder pumps, with a total of 77.7 hours of overtime. Water department had 61 work orders, 1 new meter set. We had 5 line breaks over. I think most of them was out on Jefferson Pike. I think we had 3 out there last week. They had a total of 141 one calls, with 60,800 gallons not sold. I think he found 1 leak out off of Hollandale and some vacant lots that looked like it'd been running for a while. So I think we've got that stopped. And it was a total of 43 and a half hours overtime, and they have started back on Project AMR. I think they've probably put in a couple of hundred in the last 2 or 3 days.
Excellent.
Any questions?
Questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Human Resources.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Aldermen. Would like to say that we had 6 external jobs posted, 104 applicants, 2 new hires. We actually had 148 job interest cards through NeoGov, 2 employee resignations, 1 employee termination, 3 worker comp claims, and 4 liability claims, 73 care here appointments, 250 enrollments, and we also had dependent lives covered at 292, 167 employee lives covered, dependent claims 426, and employee claims 454. We also would like to say that our total claim dollars for the month, $172,283. We had a successful flu shot clinic this past month, as well as our United Way employee tailgate celebration. And we also worked on the occupational safety plan that you will be voted on this evening. And we are preparing for our open enrollment for benefits for next month for all employees. Are there any questions?
Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we're down to our presentations. We're going to start first with some certificates of appreciation. And AC, if you'll come up here, and I know you're wanting to give a little talk.
For those of y'all that don't know, this was our first year at attempting to run our city-run ball league. It's a lot of effort involved in this. I'd like to thank Phyllis and her department and Mayor and all the directors that were helpful with this. But there's no way to do it without volunteers, coaches, and and umpires and everything else. But there are a handful of volunteers. Only one of them could make it tonight. The other two had family emergencies. But without this person, there's no possible way that this could have been doable. I mean, she was outstanding. Brittany Landry, please come up here. Everybody give her a big hand, please.
Thank you, hon, so much. Get between,
Brittany was there
get
every
between us.
night, and she stayed until closing. She made sure things were buttoned up. She stayed in contact with us. I mean, words don't even describe how much I appreciate what you did. Thank you so much. Mayor,
Thank you. The City of Laverne Certificate of Appreciation is hereby granted to Brittany Landry for your dedication and hard work with our youth baseball and softball league. The city hereby recognizes your service to the citizens of Laverne and thanks you on behalf of the Parks and Recreation Department for your commitment to our community. It's people like you that make things work. Thank you so much.
Also, I'd like to recognize the other two volunteers, Steve Leonard and Brandon Scott, also the ones that couldn't be here. But we appreciate them, and I'll give them there tomorrow sometime.
Thank you. Tonight, for our Employee of the Month, I cannot find one person that does not think this lady is so precious. You walk into the front door, you've got a smile from her, and I've seen her take cussings, and yes, I'm talking cussings, and her never lose her smile or her demeanor. She is always kind-hearted. She does everything she can for us, and we just love her to death. Miss Joanne, could you please come up? And she tries real hard to keep me straight, so. The City of Laverne Certificate of Appreciation is hereby granted to Joanne Clark. For your dedication and hard work for the City of Laverne, the city hereby recognizes you as Employee of the Month for November 2013 and thanks you for the excellent work you do for the City of Laverne, and especially for us up front. You take care of us so well. Thank you. Now, Chief, now we get to meet the new flirt of the police department.
I'm gonna hang on to the smallest one of the group. Lucian, come on up. Jerry's gonna play second.
You got a cough.
He wants to talk.
Last Monday night, we had a gathering with LPD SWAT members and families. And we had a huge spread, thanks to a lot of folks that brought some really good food. We had a good time, and it was, for me, a very emotional gathering because it was a pinning, a SWAT pinning to go along with the dinner we had. And it was just us in there and sitting, talking to each other and enjoying ourselves. Well, one member of the SWAT team couldn't be there. Now his wife, Cherie, and children were there, and I had the privilege and the honor on your behalf of presenting Miss Cherie with her rose, because we had a rose for each of our spouses' significant others, and you weren't there, so I don't know how much Cherie told you, but don't believe a word she tells you about it. But I was honored to be there on your behalf that night, like I told you I would, because Lewis Powell, who joined the department in 2008 as a police officer here in the city of Laverne, went through the process and was selected as a SWAT team member this year in 2013. And Lewis was with his new partner, who you'll meet in just a minute, in canine training. He was in the handler training and couldn't be here last Monday night. They didn't get home till, what, the wee hours Friday morning, I guess, wasn't it? But this is the time that we're going to pin Lewis. And have you got your vest on? Because it sure does hurt now when we pin him. But Lieutenant Conrad Call is SWAT commander, and I'm going to let Conrad pin you, just like I pinned him. You don't handle it that way, right? Oh, he didn't do it right.
He's cheating.
I tried to explain to Conrad last week to be prepared, because I told him that's when you have to put it up there, you know, and hit it. And he thought I was going to begin with. And Lewis. Now, you know about Lewis.
Get over here out of the way.
Now you need to learn about K9, the newest K9 in the Laverne Police Department. And I have to tell you a quick story about that. One weekend back several months ago, before the fiscal year, I was scrolling through and looking through at various K9 training agencies from across the country on the internet and so on and so forth. And I got to one, it was in Kaplan, Louisiana. It was US K9. And I was looking and scrolling through and looking, they had some awesome looking K9s and a lot of good pedigrees. And I'm scrolling through it, and I had my iPad sitting in the kitchen, and Vicki was sitting in her chair at the counter. We sit there and watch TV in the kitchen. And I said, I can't believe this. I said, Vicki, look at this. And I handed her my iPad, and she looked at it, and she looked at me, and she grinned real big, and she said, you realize that's a sign?
Oh.
And I said, yes, I do. And there's a picture of this young man right here on there. Good looking young man. And I looked, and his name was Mike. Not only that, he was born on September the 16th, which is my birthday. So Mike is 57 years younger than me in people years, but he's 21 now, and I'm 420 in dog years. But we were able, thanks to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, and Bruce working with us, and Phyllis working with us, to be able to fund out of our drug fund, which comes from fines from drug cases. It didn't cost the taxpayers a penny of tax dollars. It came strictly from dope dealers and others who were arrested and charged. But we were able to pay for Mike. He is dual trained. He's not only patrol trained, which means he can do crowd control and other things. He's a very good tracker. He can track for not only criminals, but missing persons too. Seniors, children. If we're in the dead of winter, then he can come out and work and do an excellent job finding them, hopefully. He's also narcotics trained. He is certified by the National Narcotic Detection Accreditation. Yeah. There we go. NNDDA. That's what it is. And so is Lewis. They're certified as a certified team. They came home last Friday. Mike actually came to visit. And now I got to tell you something about me. I had to apologize to him this morning when I saw him, because we called last night for Lewis and Mike to come out because of a situation we had here. And when he came out after it was over with, Lewis was pretty much crying. I was pretty much crying. I think pretty well everybody was. Mike had to go get stitches in a foot. It scared us to death. We thought it was a lot worse than that, but they don't have stormwater drains in Kaplan, Louisiana like we do in Laverne. So when he got out of the car, the nose went to the ground. He picked up the scent to start the track of a fella that ran, and his foot got down between the grates in the stormwater drain, and it cut his foot. But he's going to be fine. He's going to be on light duty. He gets to come sit with me, okay, in the office, so I can spoil him. Mike's an awful good young man. He's awesome, and I think you could see when he was up here loving on Lewis's family. When you see him with the kids, it's unreal because he's been with them that short period of time and absolutely loves them and will take care of them, and he loves everybody here. Some of us he loves more than others. But Mike, are you ready, buddy?
He loves the women.
Are you ready? We need to swear you in as our newest officer. Okay? Lewis, are you ready? Okay. You gonna help him hold his paw up? You got to raise your right paw.
Oh.
Okay, Mike. I need you to do me a favor. Okay?
Oh.
Need you to do me a favor. I need you to listen and then respond, okay? Mike, do you, of your own free will and accord, hereby and hereon sincerely promise and solemnly swear or affirm, your choice, that on your honor you will never betray your badge or profession, your integrity, your character, or the public trust? That you will always have the courage to hold yourself and others, including all of us, accountable for your actions and ours, and that you will always uphold the constitutions and laws of the United States and the state of Tennessee and the charter and ordinances of the city of Laverne. Do you promise to faithfully discharge the duties as a K-9 officer of the Laverne Police Department to the best of your ability, so help you God and keep you steadfast in due performance of the same? That's a yes. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, our newest officer, K-9, Mike. Now, the other thing I've got to tell you is my radio number and my badge number is 99. Mike's badge number and radio number has been entered now on our CAD system. He is K999. Oh. So, all right, come here. Who wants to wrestle with him? Anybody? All right.
Maybe the dummies.
Let's. You want to do his right palm? You want to put it on the floor? Be easier? All right. Yeah, here you go. We got 3 to do, okay? And I've got some paper towel here. Wipe him off with. You ready?
Oh,
Yeah.
how sweet. He wants to lick it.
That's close enough. Here, can you do it?
Good job. Oh, he wants
I'm
to
not
play
sure who
now.
the handler is here. Oh, he's got it on his bottom. He wants to play. Hey, Mike. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Here. He has to sign it. Uh-oh. Don't get in trouble. It's not going to do. See if we can get a little more on this one.
Yes.
Now, Lewis gets one, an oath, a signed oath, and we got one to go in Mike's file, and then we got one we're going to hang at the police department. And that's about as good as it is. Mike, congratulations, buddy.
Oh.
Oh, you don't want that.
your nose will be dry.
Congratulations.
Look at the little girl over there.
Well, that was
Sitting on the
exciting.
floor.
Exciting times. Ladies, just be careful. He likes to go up dresses.
He sure does.
We welcome him, though. We're very happy to have him back, and we thank Lewis and his family for the sacrifices y'all have made over the several weeks so that he could do this program, and we just want to say a big thank you to all of you for that. All right. We'll move right along to old business. Second reading, ordinance 2013-18, an ordinance to amend Title II, Chapter 6 of the Laverne Municipal Code by adding members to the Local Emergency Planning Committee. We discussed this. This is adding the IT department and stormwater.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Second reading, ordinance 2013-19, an ordinance to amend the 2013-2014 general fund budget for replacement generators. We did have a public hearing on this matter. No one spoke. Do I have a motion to approve or to deny?
Motion.
Go ahead.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Consent agenda items, we did go over in great detail at the workshop. Do I have a motion to approve or to deny the consent agenda items?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next, we have motion to appoint or to remove board members. First is the Construction Board of Adjustment and Appeals. We do have one applicant, John McRutledge. Do I have a motion to approve or to deny?
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much for that. Next, we have two terms for the Planning Commission. That of our chairman, Calvin Jones, and Earl Garvin Jr., and I will appoint both of those. They do wish to remain on that board. Next, Laverne Housing Authority has one term that expired, Mr. A.C. Puckett, and he would like to remain on this board. Well, I believe we do need to vote on that board. Motion to approve, Mr. Puckett?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And we thank each and every one that serves on any of these boards. We very much appreciate your time. Number 8, first reading, ordinance 2013-20, an ordinance of the City of Laverne to amend Title IV, Chapter 3 of the Laverne Municipal Code to establish an updated occupational safety and health program plan, devise rules and regulations, and to provide for a safety director and the implementation of such program plan.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Number 9, first reading. Ordinance 2013-21, an ordinance to amend the 2013-2014 fiscal year general fund budget for fire protection and control.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second? I'll second. We will do a roll call. Alderman Green.
Aye.
Vice Mayor.
Aye.
Alderman Waldron.
Aye.
Alderman Broker.
Aye.
And I vote aye. Number 10, Resolution 2013-24, a resolution to write off an uncollected property tax account.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
None opposed. Number 11, motion to approve agreement with Fox Collection Center for the city court fines and fees.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. Motion carries. Number 12, motion to approve or reject a request from the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission to settle a claim.
Motion. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna make a motion to deny.
Okay, we have a motion to deny. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor
Aye.
of denying? Aye. Number 13, motion to authorize the city attorney to proceed with drafting the agreement for the purchase of the Laverne Fire Department Incorporated.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. We will do a roll call on this one. Alderman Broker?
Aye.
Alderman Waldron? Vice Mayor?
Aye.
Alderman Green?
Aye.
And I vote aye. Motion carries. All right, we're down to Mayor and Alderman comments. Start with you.
I don't have anything.
Nothing for tonight?
Nothing for tonight.
All right. Vice Mayor? Wow. Alderman Waldron?
It's a local business here in Laverne, Mid-South Appliance and Heating and Cooling, owned by former Vice Mayor Jerry Ginn. He's hosting a food drive to benefit the Smyrna Laverne Food Bank. The drive will last through Christmas. Donations may be dropped off at his place of business at 5236 Murfreesboro Road, next to Lazy's Pig Barbecue. For more information, you can call him at 793-9712. Food drive for the Laverne Smyrna Food Bank. All donations will be appreciated. And just again with the rescue squad, looking forward to seeing everybody up to ham breakfast this Saturday. That's it.
Alderman Broker?
No, ma'am, I don't have anything.
Okay. We'd like to congratulate the Laverne High School Band. Second year in a row, we're the Southeast Regional Championship. We brought the big trophy home again. So we want to, if you see any of the band members, their families, we're so proud of them. Wish they could have been here tonight. We were very excited for those young men and women. They worked hard, and proof was in the pudding when they brought the big trophy home. So congratulate them. Also, we'd like to remember the Owens family. A lot of you that go up to Will Stands a lot. One of our little waitresses, she lost her grandfather this week. So please remember that family in your prayers. Let's see. Registrations for the Parade of Lights, which is December the 7th, will be coming out tomorrow. So everybody start getting those floats and everything ready. Have a big parade of lights and a lot of fun. Santa will be there, hot chocolate, fireworks, lots of good times. Let's see, don't forget toys for the kids and for the seniors. Please remember that. We are doing that. We are accepting donations and food, toys, products for our senior citizens. So anyone that wishes to donate there may do so. You're welcome to bring it up to City Hall.
We'll
If that's
donations to Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec as well. The police department, any convenient building that is convenient to you, we'll be happy to take those donations for our kids and for our seniors this year. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here with us tonight. It was a good meeting. I love seeing this room full and supportive. We do have a visitor with the Boy Scouts here tonight. I believe you're working on your Eagle Scout project. Am I correct on that? Or Communication Merit Badge. I think I caught him off guard. That's right. But we do love seeing our youth getting involved in our government. Thank you for being here and for showing interest, and we do appreciate you being here. With that being said, thank you all for being here, and I'm going to call this meeting adjourned.